Hi, back again. We go on. Today we want to make here the down part of the ship. So we start. We need the pictures where it is complete. We need it turned, but that here is enough. Rotate a little, so we have that. Then add mesh cube, scale down, scale set, bring it in front, scale Y, so this ship has 3 stages. There's the middle section, the top section, and the down section. To get them out there, we need loops. So at first, tap for the edit mode. Then we take here a loop in, Control R, and we lift off this face. So we wait with that before we bring that here up. That should be this bending there later. Then we bring that up. Oops, the complete face for sure. So here we must be careful. We want to make that end here higher as the front of that. So we take here background away and bring that more out and more to the side. So that we have. Now here the down part, we get here both faces, extrude and bring down, make them on the same height, so scale set 0. So we have that. There we need here a middle part. As you see in there, it goes from small to a big middle part and a small front part. So that means we need here another loop and bring the middle face more down than the other twos. And it should be smaller, but that we make later. So we have that one, Shift D, we make a copy. Then secure copy for sure. Then this here should be all smaller. So we take that all and scale Y. There was the double. That was because we tried to extrude and then redo. So now it should be better. So we go on. So it is smaller, but in this case it goes smaller from the middle part, and this one must be the smallest. So we scale here in Y, that here in Y, but not that much. And we make here 2 other loops in and bring that front out. So that whole thing here come out, but it must be leaned So we have to bring that all back. So we take that whole thing here and bring that back, and then the middle part also. Here is better with background selection that we get all. Good. That we have. Here I said that before, it must go smaller at the end. So we take this both scale Y and it must be smaller here and it must be smaller there. So that should be it. Now we take there a modifier on. So Shift D, secure copy, file, save as 35. So then we take the modifier on. It should be the subdivision surface modifier. Then you see he tried to round it up. We take here viewport 2. Then you see he tries to round that up. We take here a smooth, shade smooth. So when we look that and that, we see the difference. The back should be sharper and hard edge. So we go edit mode with tab and we take here a loop and bring them completely back. Control R to make the loop. Now we have this. Then we need here a sharper edge on this side, and that here should be open. So we delete this words here, delete words, and then we have an open mesh. Now we need to sharpen up that here. The modifier tries to round that up, and we don't want you do that. So because of that, we have to sharpen that. Then you can select the panel there, and must look in which menu that is here in this version. 2.8. I don't know. Bevel white. That can be it. That should be it. So we try that. We get here this, this, and this edge, and give them here mean grease. And you see, as higher we come, as more that goes sharper. Take this here too. And now you see we have here this sharp edge. Don't make it too hard. You see, then we get there the first problems. But it is sharp. Good. So we have that. This inner ring should be bended in the middle. So that means we have to take this both and scale Y. So that comes more to the middle. That is okay. Here we have some error. Don't know what it is exactly. we need a sharp loop there. So Control R, make here on top loop. Then we have there a more sharp edge. Here that isn't that good. Must check for sure that we can avoid that. Something's wrong there. Maybe must apply that before. Apply rotation scale, and maybe mesh normals recalculate outside. It isn't it? Okay. Yeah, then we must look what we can do there. Don't know exactly why he makes that. Think here is something wrong. That is maybe that one can be more there. Okay. Number think short. Here we need loop to sharpen that up. But I don't want to make that back. Moment. So we need here another loop, and that should be scaled Y, that we get more this round structure. We'll look from the top, scale Y, and you see we can boil them out. That looks better. Yeah, here is a real problem. The other side we haven't that. That is the mystery on that. But okay. Then here is this overlay. This overlay you can only avoid with some loops. But when you get here more loops on the front, you will get their sharp edges, and that makes destroy of the mesh. So don't do that. We have here a thick end. We don't. No, we let it. Good. So we have the whole leg there. That's the only thing I don't like. I really don't like it. Maybe that. But when I kill that, oh, we look at X. These are edges. Now it's better, yeah. Good. We'll add that. Yeah. That's a good one. Only here we have some trouble. I dissolve that. And dissolve here the second one. X, dissolve. Now we have that. When we sharpen up that, and that, so N, and we increase that. Don't want to do that, okay. Then we can get that with us. Yeah, that was it. And here also. Good. Now we have it there clean, and the front clean too, so all is clean. and we have that boat type there. We move that both to with M to the rest collection. We have here our down part, so we scale up to size like that, but we bring it down under, so top view, bring it there, scale Y. You see this yellow stuff, that is our real end of the ship, so there should be somewhere. Good. Then we see that is all in all much too big, so we scale Z to make it smaller, then bring it on, and so we have that. You see the deck in the front. We can take them, but we don't need to, so we can take them away. The back we need, because we have the hole in there for the boat there, so that means we must retweak that. So bring that here near, that we end on our down part. Grab Y, then we there. Good. So we have that all. We can apply that and close that line. Oh, it isn't cut it there. That isn't good. So we have to cut from there till there till there. Okay. Hopefully that hasn't bad effect there. No, I see there. Good. So we have now that parts, file, save. The deck we want to close, that was the point I ended. So we take that loop and F to close. And this face must be then flat, so top view, face, shade flat, because it is a flat one and it should be shaded flat. That here we can bring outside. So we have done that. You see we have here other colors at the bottom. So at first it comes the white metal, then plus new material called red down, we take the pipette and the color, and we get this color then. There we make the down part, so we get that loop and assign that color there, and for the down part also. Yeah, the front. So red sign. Good. So we have that too. It can be, it is a little bit, unspectacular. So we can light up that a little and give them more color. Well, such like that, maybe a little bit darker. You can play around with that. Good. So we have that also. What's here? Get back, not. So make that white again. And what's there? Ring or what? I don't know. We'll make it white. Good. So what happens there? Yeah, we can make the loop, but I don't trust them. The side here has problem. Here is a loop in from the rest that must be dissolved. Then we have here a straight line. Okay. Good. File save. Then when we look at the deck, you see there this texture there. And that texture we want to do also. For that, we must make a texture like that. So that camera we must use as an orthographic cam. So we go to cam and take it from perspective to orthographic. Then N, open the panel there, and there we must go back to 0 with all rotations. So then we rotate only the X to 90 degrees until we have that view. Now we must say how big should that texture be. We have here our resolution, and I think 1024 to 1024 is okay for texture. For that texture, we close the panel with N. So these are long quads. Okay. So we take there simply a plane, add mesh plane, rotate X 90 degrees, and scale them as big as our review here is. So, and here we need this gray stuff there. So we make here Control R, 2 loops in that direction, and 4 in the horizontal. Then we bring on each another loop, and the same in the other direction, in the horizontal. Can make it with one, and the rate at all that was automatically replaced them, but we make it as this. Good. The middle fields are dark gray and the others light gray. So we give them object mode, material, new material, then dark gray, and lighten gray. So the dark gray, we have the base color and give them dark gray, and it is real dark. So that is good. Then the light and gray, we give a color. Preview. That can be good. So we bring that to all these faces here. So and so on. Good. We done that. Light and gray assign, and that is our stuff we use. So F12 to render. There you can render with less resolution or less samples. That is the easiest stuff ever. But okay. So image save as. We go to our texture folder and call it rectangle. Rectangle. Okay. And it should be on cheap pack. Black and white is enough. And save. So I see here we have a little space with alpha that I don't want. So I go to GIMP 2 point something, 2.10. It's a free program like Photoshop or so, but it is for free. We now search our texture, that is Blender, File, Textures. Now we search it, rectangle. There we have it open. So now we must look there that we get better. So we get the tools there. We get the other tools, and here we have to select two, and with control middle mouse wheel you can roll that all. And then we cut out without that alpha stuff there. So cut out and put it in as a new picture, and then we save it. Oh no, here it is, you must export it. So is it export as, and then folder, rectangle, export, replace it, quality is there, yes, good. So we done that. Go back to Blender, and now we can take that as a texture on our deck. So we must get here this stuff, that stuff. Okay. Then hit U on the keyboard and unwrap from view. Then we must give them a material, call it deck 1 and go to the shading, and we need here now the texture, so we add input texture coordinates, we add texture, image texture, we add a mapping vector, we connect the UV with the vector, we connect the vector with the vector of the image, and the color of the image with the base color of the principal shader. We open here our image texture folder and give him that rectangle, and you see now the rectangle appears there, but it is too big, so we have to scale it in the mapping. So we try a 2, not enough, so we try a 8, that is enough. Maybe this too big, so 6 maybe can be good. Good. That for me looks good. So we make it here with the face here 2, front face, U, project from view, but we must have before the other texture there, so plus, and we call it deck 1, edit mode, deck 1 sign. That here is the problem. We must before we can do that correctly, we must apply the modifier, the subdivision surface, and then we can handle that. But okay, we'll add it for the moment. So we have here the other deck. There we need plus the same deck material that we have there, and assign them. Wow! We hit U from view, and then we have a good unwrap, and not like before. Well, but he makes it at all. That is not our wish. So we go back, Control Z. We only want the down parts here, so we disable that selecting there. So with background selection, C circle selection, middle mouse wheel, we can deselect. There we deselect this top part, so only that part left. Hope that was all. And then top view, assign deck, U, project from view. Good. So we have that deck and the other deck. That is okay. I must look here. That is white in there. So we have to change it here. That isn't that easy, but it is possible. So plus, we get here the white metal, then we invert the selected, select, invert, so that is selected, and assign there the white. Good. So we have done that too. That is okay. Good. File, save. As I told you last time, I did this red boat stuff there, and I want to show you how that now works. It is simply like ever. So when you file save, look here in the render, preview live render. You see it is now transparent, and it was a cross that we made here, black white cross. And you have to connect texture coordinates object, not UV object, in the mapping. Then the cross white and black, invert that and use it as a factor by a mixer and mix the transparent with the red. That makes it transparent. Good. So we have done that also. Next time we make here the other colors, writings on them. And I want to make there this flags on. That brings a little bit more, yeah, I don't know, yeah, more likeness there. So I bring on there these stripes and make there some of this placed and this water out and the anchor and the front type there. Good. So we see us in the next tutorial part. If you want to see how your ship looks, you can now activate the eye on stage 1 and on the top rudder system, and then you have the complete ship there. And we only have to do the other stuff that here. It's not the end, so don't worry, be happy. Yeah. Okay, so we see us in the next tutorial part. I deactivate now the text because the word count is not good for your computer. So file save and see you in the next tutorial. Thanks a lot. Bye.